Alright everyone, we start off today with rather funny news. It's a James O'Keefe takedown by OMG Media, of course. He managed to trick Charliekraiger by dyeing his hair blonde and wearing glasses. No shit. Link in the description. You can watch this for yourself. The video is there. I'm going to read you James O'Keefe's own tweet here, though, where he details in brief sort of the context here, and let it speak for itself, and then we'll analyze the hilarious situation involved with this. The fact that he could be tricked by O'Keefe's particular disguise was fucking hilarious. So this is a 10 out of 10 on the humor scale. This is almost at Chaz Garden levels when you find out who Charliekraiger actually is. Breaking video. Top White House cyber official tells O'Keefe in disguise, disguise is a very loose term there, they can't say it publicly. The White House wants to replace Kamala Harris and confirms President Joe Biden's mental decline. Biden is definitely slowing down. I'm just telling you what I've heard. This is a quote from Kraiger. They're really concerned about it. I think they need to get rid of him or her. But no one in modern history has ever said, like, we're not going to renominate the president for a second term. Charliekraiger, at Charliekraiger. By the way, he took his social media, scrubbed it completely within hours of this being posted. This has not escaped notice. A cybersecurity policy analyst and foreign affairs desk officer in the executive office at the White House tells O'Keefe, I had a meeting with Michelle Obama. Someone asked her, will you ever run for office? And she said, no, empathically. She was like, I've seen this shit from my husband has had to go through, and that does not interest me. By the way, epic win for Clankdom, because I've been saying now for years as people have constantly tried to astroturf Michelle Obama. She's interested in politics. She's not interested in being a politician. That's the way she rolls, and that's specifically why I suspected that she wouldn't want to enter politics, because Obama did get a lot of shit. Much of it deserved, but some of it undeserved, actually. You know, and he did jokes about, you know, his skin color, and people were joking about her as well. They still try to say that it's Mike Obama, so she said, you know what, 8 years is enough of this. I've got some relaxing to do at Martha's Vineyard with my neighbors that I know talk about me behind my back again because of the color of my skin, but I'm a rich bitch with a former president husband, so I don't really give a damn. VP Kamala Harris hemorrhages black staff. She can't keep black staff. They quit on her en masse. She will be the vice president nominee. There was a debate about removing her from the ticket, but sadly they didn't. She's not popular, but you can't remove the first black lady to be vice president from the goddamn presidential ticket. Like, what kind of message are you going to send to, like, African-American voters? People would be like, what the fuck? She's a woman and she's multiracial. And then you can watch the full clip that he's posted there on the 31st at your leisure. Again, this corroborates my beliefs about Michelle Obama. This is coming from someone within the White House who has no, particular reason to lie about this. This is someone who is on a first-name basis, probably with Joe Biden, saying, okay, he's slowed down. Nobody likes Kamala. They wanted to remove her, but they realized it was logistically impossible. Michelle Obama's clearly not interested in running for office, although they could try to bribe her into doing so. There's a vague possibility, but I'm saying pretty much a 0% chance. I've said for years, and that's the most interesting part of this revelation for me, other than the fact that a top White House official can be conned by hair dye and a pair of glasses. That speaks volumes, by the way, to the coherence, the strategic tact, and the overall intellectual capacity of the Biden White House. Really, though, the Michelle Obama part is the most important, because I still get people right now claiming, swearing up and down that I'm wrong when I say, look, Michelle Obama, based on the statements she makes, etc., is not interested in being in elected office. She's interested in influencing who's in elected office. She's interested in rubbing elbows with the people in D.C. She's interested in political stuff. Look at who she's married to. But she herself, I think, swore off all such ambitions, because originally, if Obama had continued to get the star-studded Ellen DeGenerate treatment that he got, like, in his first year, throughout the entire presidency, if you hadn't had so many problems, if the Obama era hadn't directly led to the Trump era, which is also the case, Michelle Obama would be on a short list of people who I think would be interested in running for office. When you are in D.C., you are mainly dealing, in the Democratic Party specifically, you are mainly dealing with NIMBYist white liberals from the upper middle class and above. These are people that go to white tie events, etc. They're used to addressing among their own company anyone of a darker complexion than themselves as the help. They make Elizabeth Warren and Hillary Clinton, they get together to drink champagne, and they do the same thing. It's like when you had that women's leadership dinner or whatever it was. It was a couple of years ago, and it was a bunch of women that were there from within politics. And Warren, I think, Kamala was the only person at the table, if I remember correctly, who was not lily white. And there were plenty of minorities within the room, minorities being now a vacuous term. For want of a better term, I'll just use it anyway. They happened to be the staff that were catering to this convention of elderly, rich white women, by and large. And it was very funny. And, of course, they're not invited to the table. And have to wear white gloves, of course, because, you know, white. Because these people are racist. Again, I've met plenty of them. They don't have to be upper class in order to fall into the same category. Plenty of middle classers act the same way. Yes, I love diversity, but uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood. Stuff like that. The jokes write themselves. The fact that Charliekraiger, though, could be so easily fooled by someone whose face is pretty ubiquitous. Many people know who James O'Keefe is. If he's not in one of his excellent disguises, Houdini-like disguises, which, again, is dyeing his hair blonde and wearing a fucking pair of glasses. When he walks down the street, he probably has a number of people say, "Oh my god, you're James O'Keefe. You're that conspiracy theorist, I hate you." Or, "Hey James, you're that journalist, cool dude, can I get a selfie?" I bet he gets a mix of the two of them. Depending on what neighborhood he's in, the proportion is probably different. The fact that a White House cybersecurity official could be so easily conned is an absolute laughingstock. And again, scrubbing the social media. At this point, if you're an elected official, or a bureaucrat like him, a selected official, if you get caught out doing something that's not at least outright illegal, you shouldn't even bother. Don't scrub your social media because it's all there. It's been archived. If you have any notoriety whatsoever, the things that you post are archived. Like, I'm under no delusion that my Substack articles and shit like that, they've already been run through the archive in one way or another at some time. And I'm not even like a full-on public official. Well-known? Yeah. Famous? No, I wouldn't put myself in that category, but a shit ton of that stuff's archived. If you're working directly with the White House, people with a political impetus will archive everything anyway, just in case something pops off. So now he has to deal with that shit, explaining to people why he's no longer on Twitter. He rage quits on Twitter and shit like that, deactivates his account. Just hysterical from top to bottom. But mostly I'm just taking a win on having guessed it right on Michelle Obama for the last few years. Again, people will swear up and down that she's running. Michelle Obama 28 and she'll win. She'll be the first black female president, etc., etc. Dude, if Biden's reelected, that's likely to get stolen as a title by Kamala Harris, which he expresses, and I think this is an intelligent thing on his part, expresses doubt about whether that's a really good idea. So, thank you to James O'Keefe. When I first saw the story, I was laughing my ass off, actually. That's about all. Peace out.